In China, people use mobile services owned by Alibaba and Tencent to do almost everything. They chat, shop, send money to each other, and even make purchases in physical stores. And the country is becoming cashless. So here's the scary thing for American finance executives. The banks never get a cut. In fact, many Chinese don't even have bank accounts. China is among the growing number of countries showing that payments can happen cheaply and easily without banks or credit cards. In contrast, US consumers still rely on banks for most of their purchases. Even mobile payments made through apps like Apple Pay, Uber, or Venmo are tied to users' cards or bank accounts. That all adds up to a feast of fees for many of the companies that handle and process payments. For a typical $100 credit card purchase in the US, $97.25 goes to the merchant, and the rest is split between issuing banks, payment processors, the merchant's bank, and card networks. Those small slices add up to billions of dollars for banks every year. If apps were to grab market share in the US at roughly the same rate as they have in China, banks would lose a projected $43 billion in revenue from one of their most profitable businesses. And that's not the end of it. Banks also generate revenue by dispensing cash and administering checking accounts. If payment apps were to replace paper money and offer alternatives to regular bank accounts, as they increasingly have in China, other sources of income could take a hit. Checking accounts alone generate $3 billion in bank fees in the US. Whether or not you have access to a bank, being able to make and receive payments through your phone is an obvious advantage, as Alipay and WeChat Pay have demonstrated in China.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher, and guys, please like and subscribe. If you do like what you're listening to, please inform your friends and family and spread on social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that everything is planned out. Now guys, of course, we're going to get into Bitcoin and cryptos first. As we can see yesterday, Bitcoin and cryptos took the leg down. We clearly saw XRP went down, the rest of the market went down, stable coins were pumped way over $1. I mean, guys, it was a beautiful picture. So basically, you should have made money, especially if you're trading short in the market, because it clearly showed you that we were definitely headed down. Now, what happened? Stable coins gave some ease. XRP was one of the only few cryptos last night that was going into the positive. The market went up. So guys, please stick with the fundamentals. Remember, stable coins, when it's under $1, that means that we're going up. And then also, XRP is now a new signal. When it starts to head up, that means it brings the rest of the market up. That means that, of course, XRP is closing that gap. Now remember, when Tether took that spot, they were similar in market cap. And then it turned into 500 million, then a billion, then a half a billion, then it went all the way up to 2 billion when it dropped down to 17 cents. So once you see that market cap also close gap with XRP and Tether, you know we're going to pump. So guys, they're giving us a signal. We got to take advantage of it, and also, of course, make sure you're paying attention to volume. Now, we know that they need, of course, Bitcoin on the 5th. So we know for a fact we're going to get their head up, because they have to have it in order to do their swaps and, of course, derivative trading. And also, guys, basically when it comes to Bitcoin, we know that on the actual 30th, the Fed and Mnuchin meet with, of course, the House. So the fact is that the repo market, we're getting another pump on June 30th. So the stock market should go up, and then also crypto should go up. So guys, make sure we are sticking with the fundamentals. Now, getting into the actual video with the digital currencies, it answered a lot of questions. And then also, of course, everybody, when crypto is probably in 2018, what happens when the internet shuts down? We know that we have NFC payments. Of course, Apple Pay, Google Pay uses it also. So we know even when the internet goes down, because of memory, because of cloud, basically you still will be able to make your payments even if there was not any internet. So guys, I just want to make sure those who are new to crypto understand that. Now, getting into the actual 1988 Economist magazine, we know the Rothschilds, but the fact is that basically that was 1988. the rise of the famous. You see the cash burning at the bottom. And then, of course, just like I stated, the magazine was 1988, and then it has the 2018. Now, 2018, of course, we had the executive order 13772 that actually went into effect, done in 2017, went into effect in 2018. Now, what was the 2018 mark? The 2018 mark was a signal that everything was changing. 2017, end of 2017, basically that brought everybody into cryptos, the hype that was around it. But 2018 was the start of the utility, where everybody could see, okay, no, this is real, this is here to stay. So that's what that signal was. So remember that the New World Order is all about Freemasonry. That was the signal. 2018, okay, this is the signal, this is the flip of the switch, this is where we're headed. No more cash. You see it clearly burning. Now we're moving on to crypto and digital currencies. Don't forget, guys, the Economist magazines are never wrong. Now they have, of course, Twitter, and basically they put out some great stuff. I just don't use it a lot, but they put out great stuff. Now, also tying it in with the video, we have travel restrictions, guys. As we know, China has the social platform. So the fact is that you have a bad credit score, you won't be able to, bad social score, you won't be able to travel. So of course they're using the C word to block our travel. So guys, we have to make sure that we're piecing the puzzle together. It's all of one global experience that we're going through. That's it. All countries are starting to put different restrictions on where people can travel because of the C word. And we know that, the C word has been around for 20 years. You go on your cans of Lysol and all that good stuff. So we know that this has never happened when somebody gets sick for them to stop an economy, the whole global economy. And I went over why they did that. And that was to stop the flow of cash. So guys, make sure that we are piecing this puzzle together. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Cryptoteacher and WO book. If you're new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance, links at the bottom. Also, the book links are at the bottom. Also, guys, don't forget about your stocks. You have your Cobalt, your chip stocks, your gaming, your banking. Never bet against the banks, as we can see. Everybody's sitting at home. Don't forget about those stocks. Also, the C word. Don't forget about those stocks, biotech stocks. And then also, because everybody's sitting at home, getting free money, what are they doing? They're drinking, they're smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and y'all have a wonderful day.